All hell is surely breaking loose inside Donald Trump's administration's headquarters. A White House that he's not even physically present within right now because he deeply understands that crucial developments in D.C. are currently collapsing around him. We observe Marjorie Taylor Greene's resignation, the very real threats of even more significant resignations, the threats of firing individuals like Kash Patel or Pam Bondi or Kristi Noem or Pete Hegseth, or take your pick of other personalities. MAGA is undeniably caught in a visible civil war, and this situation just persistently keeps getting much worse for Donald Trump.
Republican Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy said last night that he believes Marjorie Taylor Greene retiring from the House of Representatives is simply the first of many. He called her a canary in the coal mine and said that congressional Republicans are, quote, going to get a lot of people retiring. Punchbowl News, run by Jake Sherman, who has excellent contacts in Congress, reports that Republicans believe they have no chance of winning the House of Representatives next year. That's what Republicans believe, and they blame two people, Donald Trump and Mike Johnson. Quote, a few other GOP members messaged us over the weekend saying that they too are considering retiring in the middle of the term. Here's one particularly exercised senior House Republican. Quote, this entire White House team has treated all members like garbage, all. And Mike Johnson has let it happen because he wanted it to happen. That is the sentiment of nearly all appropriators, authorizers, hawks, doves, rank and file.
This is precisely why he made the decision in a significant moment in which he is finally receiving the bad attention and negative press he absolutely deserves for his clearly visible cognitive decline and how incredibly tired he appears. Trump is abruptly canceling everything because all hell has completely broken loose. We're going to thoroughly get into it all. But before we begin, if I could very quickly ask you to generously leave a like on this particular video. And if you haven't already and you sincerely enjoy our channel, to hit that important subscribe button because it absolutely goes a long way in meaningfully supporting our continued work. Now, before we fully get into this emerging news that Trump has suddenly canceled everything, I first want to start with an insightful breakdown from Lawrence O'Donnell about truly all you need to know with how precipitously downhill this current Trump administration is looking to swiftly go. Oh man, it just persistently keeps getting worse. And he genuinely thinks that if he runs away, it will somehow magically go away. But Donald, it fundamentally will not. It absolutely will not go away. And we are going to consistently continue to talk about this significant situation every single day on this very show. And every day, I think I'm personally going to smile more and more as we continue to talk about it. And if you sincerely want to support that, as always, you can hit that valued subscribe button, leave a like on this specific video. If you stuck around until the very end, please drop a blue heart in the comments below. Keep on fighting, my friends. Don't let them silence you. And until next time, I'll see you. Things honestly couldn't get much worse, except for the stunning fact that they actually could, which is so deeply funny. This is truly the worst it has ever been for Donald Trump. Let's be unequivocally real about that fact. Something significant is dramatically shifting when it is not just a public disapproval and strong hate for Trump, which has been reliably always present. Anyone who thought that that was going to genuinely go away fundamentally misread our existing political moment.
Here's where we are heading into the holidays. Donald Trump in the midst of what is clearly, measurably, the worst month of his second term. And usually presidents face this kind of hell month later in the term. So it's bad news coming earlier than usual, which is also bad news as there are cries of a lame duck presidency. Consider within the last day, Trump's revenge cases completely blowing up. And remember, this is not like they made it to trial and James Comey found sympathetic jurors. This is not like they made it to jury selection and something changed. This, by any legal timeline, was a fast failure. And if you're counting, I've mentioned this in our coverage, there have now been 3 losses for Trump, 3 cases against foes, his perceived foes, that have completely fallen apart, and 0 wins. New polls show anger over prices. Americans more upset than the end of Biden's term.
But there is a substantial distrust of Trump within the core MAGA base and a dawning realization that a total reliance on him is not proving to be lasting. And it certainly does not strategically put you in a good, successful position to currently succeed politically. That is truly what they are actively waking up to. That dawning realization is the most substantially damaging thing to Donald Trump. He deeply thrives on an outward perception of strength, which has palpably deteriorated in every single possible way throughout the entire course of this administration. It has clearly gone away politically, physically, and mentally. People everywhere think Donald Trump is genuinely weaker than he has ever been, and they are now seizing on it. They are actively seizing on Donald Trump's visible weakness. Carolyn Leavitt has always openly boasted that Donald Trump is allegedly the most transparent president in American history. But the mere fact that he responds to more questions from reporters, he doesn't answer them. He lies his ass off, but he at least responds. Carolyn Leavitt says he's up at all hours of the night. Trump is always on the phone. He's always working. He's always in the Oval Office. But that is clearly not what we've actually seen. That is simply not true. We've seen him sleep a lot in the Oval Office. We've seen him golf quite a substantial bit. It's exactly what he's doing right now, mind you. But Donald Trump, this week, the specific week that we're talking about his cognitive decline more than any other, what did he choose to actually do today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? To totally cancel everything. On Friday and Saturday, Donald Trump has definitely decided that there will be absolutely no public events. He will explicitly not talk to the press, and he plans on simply doing nothing. The same, of course, is completely true for Sunday. And Donald Trump is getting back to D.C. so late that he's not going to be able to talk to the press. He's not going to hold an event. He is doing nothing at all. This major development comes after the mainstream media finally decided to start reporting just like we have been. The New York Times writing, "Shorter days, signs of fatigue. Trump faces realities of aging in office." Aging in office is a rather polite way to put it. I would personally say crumbling, like a cookie in milk. Certainly not as sweet, that's for sure. I think Donald Trump's ears just perked up at the very thought of sugar, though. I'm sure he's about 3 Big Macs deep before Thanksgiving. Nothing intrinsically wrong with having a little McDonald's, but with the way Donald Trump does it, certainly, I hope it. You know, it expedites the. I'm not going to say it. I think you know what I'm clearly saying, though, but I definitely don't need to actually say it. But, you know, he is aging. He is significantly declining. He has been for quite some time. I truly wish this report had fully come out from the New York Times when Donald Trump was prominently on the campaign trail, screaming about whales and batteries and Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter. Quite frankly, the Hannibal Lecter. I deeply wish they had talked about this particular issue then. We did. We clearly understood it. We knew exactly what was coming, and they simply didn't listen. And so now all those people who thought that they were going to get some master of the universe Trump coming down to save the entire world, which I don't honestly know what guy you were looking at, they're all starting to ask the critical question, what did I vote for? Marjorie Taylor Greene asked it. Republicans in Congress are asking it. Certainly, voters are actively asking that pertinent question, and it's all clearly falling apart, and it honestly brings such a huge smile to my face. Honestly, tomorrow when you're sitting down to some turkey, to some ham, some greens, some cornbread, some oxtail, and you're just happily talking about what you are truly thankful for, do you know what I actually want you to say? The Trump collapse, and have a big, genuine smile on your face. MAGA family is there. I don't care. Progressive family is there. I truly hope so. I'm personally thankful for the massive collapse of MAGA because that's exactly what I'm going to say tomorrow with a big old smile on my face because it just persistently keeps getting better. And Ari Melber eloquently broke it all down right here. Oh man, it just persistently keeps getting worse. And he genuinely thinks that if he runs away, it will somehow magically go away. But Donald, it fundamentally will not. It absolutely will not go away. And we are going to consistently continue to talk about this significant situation every single day on this very show. And every day, I think I'm personally going to smile more and more as we continue to talk about it. And if you sincerely want to support that, as always, you can hit that valued subscribe button, leave a like on this specific video. If you stuck around until the very end, please drop a blue heart in the comments below. Keep on fighting, my friends. Don't let them silence you. And until next time, I'll see you.